CF Moto 800 metric tons touring, 2022 on review. Based around old KTM 790 parallel twin. As sure as with electric vehicles, global warming and English World Cup football disappointment, Chinese motorcycles remain the coming thing. And, backed by the popular success of lightweight brands such as Lexmoto and Sinnis along with Chinese/European retro mashups like Bullit, now Bluroc, and Herald, the question now is not so much a case of if Chinese bikes are good enough, but when. Or, more specifically, when is a Chinese brand going to build, not just a budget, basic lightweight, but a truly credible mid or full-sized machine? Well, with the new CF Moto 800 metric tons, maybe that day has finally arrived. Unlike most Chinese marques, CF Moto specializes in increasingly large bikes, until this year 300 to 650 cubic centimeters, with decent spec and distinctive Kiska styling, the Austrian design house which also pens KTMs. Ride quality and brakes. As you might expect considering its KTM 790 adventure roots, the CF Moto 800 metric tons touring is a decently handling machine with pleasing and versatile proportions. The riding position is natural and relaxed, but not intimidating. Mid to large adventure bike, it's upright, roomy with plenty of legroom for taller riders and an easy reach to the wide-ish adventure bars, and comfortable for two. This is not a skinny, tall, hardcore off-roader like KTM's 890 Adventure or Yamaha's Tenere 700, nor hefty and crude like a Guzzi V85 TT. Instead, the MT's just right and should make not only a versatile road bike but also an adequately competent off-roader, too, at least in this touring guise. Engine. The new CF Moto 800 metric tons touring and sports liquid-cooled DOHC 799 cubic centimeters, 95 brake horsepower parallel twin is exactly the same as that of KTM's old 790 Adventure, which CF Moto actually built on their behalf, which the Austrian off-road specialists have now dropped in favor of the larger 889 cubic centimeters, 105 brake horsepower version currently seen in both the KT 890 Adventure and 890 Duke. As a result, where CF Moto's previous CLX 700, which was based on an enlarged, older, cruder Kawasaki ER6 and parallel twin, was on the whole effective but also a little unrefined, the 800 MT's powertrain instead naturally reminds of the slick KTM 790. Reliability and build quality. CF Moto's new 800 metric tons touring and sport duo are not only a step up in terms of the Chinese firm's previous size, performance and spec, they represent a noticeable improvement in build quality, too. The overall machine has styling, build quality and proportions that are a step up from CF Moto's preceding CLX 700. Where the retro roadster, though good, was a little gaudy, with clunky fit and finish, the MT is understated, handsome and with a degree of class you could easily assume was Japanese. In addition, despite being KTM 790 derived, the MT Touring also seems more substantial and a genuine two-up tourer without the off-putting massiveness of, say, a 1250 GS or KTM 1290. Value versus rivals. The new CF Moto 800 metric tons may be the Chinese brand's largest, most ambitious, impressively performing and lavishly equipped bike so far, but it's also still a budget machine whose main USP is value compared to rivals from more established and proven Japanese and European brands. And that's really the whole point with the new 800 metric tons.